Welcome back to all of my incredible students. So good to see you again, guys. I have good news and I have bad news. First, the bad news. Your English speaking skills are not going to magically get better. But I have some good news too. Today, we will learn a technique, a way to quickly and effectively improve your speaking skills and your confidence at the same time. It's something that I like to call super sentences. This is episode 1, and here's how it works. We will begin with a simple sentence. Then, level by level, we will stretch this sentence longer and longer, making it more and more advanced, more difficult, and more complex. Now, each time we stretch the sentence, I want you to practice saying it out loud with me. You can shadow me, in other words, I speak, you speak, or you can pause the video and repeat it out loud. By doing this, we are training our brains to speak longer, more complex sentences. So, if you're ready to get started, click like on this video to support me as your YouTube English teacher, and let's get going. Level 1. Yeah, we're starting with a very basic, simple sentence. You can say it with me, or you can pause the video and repeat after me. Ready? A man opens a bank account. Again, a man opens a bank account. Okay, I think we all probably know what this means, right? We have a guy, a man, a male, an adult man. He opens a bank account. Yeah, he goes to a bank, he opens an account. I guess he wants to start using this bank. Let's see what happens next. Level 2. Once again, you can say this with me, or pause the video and repeat out loud. A man opens a bank account to save money. Again. A man opens a bank account to save money. Ah, okay. Now we know why he is opening the bank account, right? He's opening the bank account to save money. In order to save money, in order to have some savings, in order to save up some money. These all mean the same thing. Let's say level 2 one more time. Ready? A man opens a bank account to save money. Level 3. Here we go. Getting a little bit more difficult now. Repeat after me, or say it with me. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future. Ah, okay. Now we know why he is saving money. He is saving money for his future. He wants to make sure that his future self, him in the future, has enough money. Yeah, he has an option, right? He could spend all of his money today and tomorrow have none, or he can spend less today and tomorrow have more. Let's say this one more time. Say it with me, or pause and repeat out loud. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future. Level 4. Getting even trickier now. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest. Okay, one more time. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest. Okay, we have an "and" here, telling us that he's not just saving money for his future. Yeah, he has 2 reasons why he's opening this account. The first one is he's saving money for his future, and the second reason is he's planning to invest. What does that mean? That means he wants to grow his money, right? Maybe he wants to invest in the stock market. Maybe he wants to invest in a certain company. He's looking for a smart way, a long-term way to grow his money, right? Much like growing a plant in the garden, he wants to take the money he has and grow it bigger by investing. Let's say this one more time. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest. Level 5. Getting even more complex. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market. One more time. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market. Okay, remember in level 4, we were sort of contemplating, we were sort of thinking about, wondering about where he's going to invest his money, how he's going to invest his money, right? What is going to be his avenue? Well, now we know. In the stock market. Now we know specifically how he's going to invest his money. Okay, we have our how. So let's say this one more time before we move on. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market. Level 6. We're getting really serious now, guys. Okay, let's take a look at this. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth. Wow, it's getting to be quite the mouthful. What does that mean? That means it's a little bit difficult to say, especially in one breath, right? Let's try one more time. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth. Okay, great. What does this mean? Grow your wealth. Wealth is just money, right? It's the money you have. He wants to grow his wealth. He wants to increase his wealth by investing in the stock market. So, sounds like this guy is taking his future very seriously. Let's say this one more time in one breath. Ready? A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth. Wow, that was pretty quick. Are you guys keeping up with me? If you find my speed to be a little bit fast, you can pause the video and try saying it yourself at your own speed. Level 7. Say it with me or repeat after me. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability. Wow. I had to take a breath in the middle of that because now this single sentence is getting to be such a big super sentence that I can't say the whole thing in one breath. Let's try it again. Are you ready? A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability. Okay, let's take a look at the blue part. What are we adding to this sentence? Okay, so we know that he's investing. We know where he's investing. In the stock market. We know why he's investing, to grow his wealth. But now we know a second why. There's the first why, to grow his wealth. Here's the second why. He wants to achieve financial stability. That's a pretty complicated expression, right? Achieve financial stability. Stability, okay? Achieve. If you achieve something, then you get something done. For example, here on my YouTube account, I have achieved the accomplishment of gaining 25,000 subscribers. That's something I've achieved, something I have tried to do and successfully done. Okay, to get something done, maybe we could say successfully. So, what is he trying to do? He wants to get financial stability. Financial just means about money. Stability means that something is stable. It's stable, okay? It's not going to tip over, right? If a chair is stable, you sit in it, and the chair is not going to fall over. If you take a glass and put it on a table, the glass doesn't wobble, it doesn't fall over, the glass is stable. Well, your finances can be stable as well. Your financial situation, in other words, he doesn't want to have to worry about money. Like, okay, this month, where is my money coming from? Will I have enough money? What will I do if I don't have enough money? That kind of situation we could call financial instability. We could add an I in to make it instability, meaning that your situation is not stable. It's kind of a precarious situation. Ooh, there's a big word. Precarious. If you guys can use this word, I'm sure native speakers would be very impressed. Precarious just means kind of a risky situation, kind of an uncertain situation, kind of a dangerous situation. The situation is a little bit precarious. Just means my financial situation is a bit precarious. That means it's not very stable. Okay, let's say it one more time and then move on. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability. Level 8. There are 10 levels total. If you guys are still with me, give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing great. You are building up that spoken English confidence little by little. We're stretching these sentences longer and longer, making them more and more complex. Your spoken ability is a lot like a muscle. If you're training your biceps, you go to the gym, right? You have certain exercises that really train that muscle well. That's what we're doing today. Say it with me. Ready? A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability while also setting aside funds for emergencies. Okay, wow. This is getting really complicated, right? We've just learned something new that he's doing. Something else that he's doing. He's setting aside funds for emergencies. Funds, just another way to say money that's used for something. This is my travel fund. My money that I'm saving to be spent on travel. Right? This is my school supplies fund. This is the money that I'm saving to be spent on school supplies. Well, he's setting aside funds for emergencies. Setting aside is just another way of saying saving. He's taking this money, he's putting it over here so that he won't spend it. He's going to save it. He's going to keep it for a certain reason. That reason is emergencies. Maybe, a storm and lightning strikes his roof. He has to get the roof on his house repaired. Maybe he's driving and he hits a nail and he gets a flat tire. The tire on his car deflates. The air goes out of it. Right? Maybe he's, walking to work and he trips and he breaks his ankle. Something bad happens and he needs money. Now, what we're talking about is a financial emergency, a money emergency. So all of the stuff he's doing is in preparation for these things, for a financial emergency. He's prepping. Here's a good word, prepping. Just means getting ready, getting ready. He's getting ready for financial emergencies. Okay, let's say this one more time. I'm going to go a little bit quick. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability while also setting aside funds for emergencies. Okay, guys, level 9, we're getting close to the end. Here we go. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability, while also setting aside funds for emergencies and major life events. Major life events? What could that be? A major life event? Major just means big. A big life event. Could be a wedding, something good, something happy like a wedding. Okay. Could be something bad, like a funeral. Something where there's a big event, a big milestone in your life. Okay. Milestone basically just means something big that happens in the journey of your life, right? And he might have to set aside some money for that. So, there are 2 reasons why he's setting aside funds, setting aside money. The first reason is emergencies. The second reason is major life events. Okay. Are you ready to say this again a little bit faster this time? A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability, while also setting aside funds for emergencies and major life events. Wow, guys, we have grown this sentence by a lot. Okay, remember how small this sentence was when we started out? I'm willing to bet that you have never spoken a sentence this long. Am I correct? If I'm correct, down in the comments section, you can let me know. Yes, Teacher Connor, you are correct. This is the longest sentence I've ever spoken. Or you can say, Teacher Connor, actually, no. I have spoken sentences this long before. Let's say this one more time really quick, and then we'll move on to the final level. Let's go. Ready? A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability while also setting aside funds for emergencies and major life events. Okay, level 10, the final level. If you guys are still with me, you're doing fantastic. Let's keep going. Come on, push. You probably feel a bit of discomfort, right? You probably feel a little bit uncomfortable. But think about it. Without discomfort, there is no improvement, no advancement. Another way of saying that is no pain, no gain. Something you hear a lot from people who work out, who go to the gym, right? That's exactly what we're doing. The unfortunate reality of learning a language is that if you are not willing to experience some discomfort, then you're not going to make any progress. So, okay, first, with level 10, we're going to take it slow. Okay, so say it with me or repeat after me. Ready? A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability while also setting aside funds for emergencies and major life events such as buying a house, getting married, and starting a family. Now we know specifically what the major life events are. Remember in level 9, we weren't certain what they were? We weren't sure what he was talking about. We had to speculate. We had to guess. Speculate. We had to take a guess. Conjecture is another fancy way of saying that, right? We had to take a shot in the dark. That means take a guess when you're not really sure. So, yeah, we said, oh, maybe a wedding, maybe a funeral. Now we are getting some specific examples of what is being discussed. So, such as buying a house, that's a major life event. Getting married, that's a major life event. Starting a family, that's a major life event. Okay? Now all three of these milestones, life milestones, all three of these major life events, these cost a lot of money. These are expensive things, so it makes sense that this guy wants to open an account and save money and plan for his future and invest his money in the stock market and grow his wealth and get some financial stability, achieve some financial stability, while at the same time also setting aside funds for emergencies. Okay? Yeah, even if you start a family, you still need an emergency fund, right? What if your child needs an operation? Knock on wood, knock on wood. That's something we really don't want to happen. So knock on wood, right? But, he's really covering his bases. Covering his bases. That means he's thinking about every possible problem, every possible scenario, right? He doesn't want there to be some expensive surprise that drains all of his funds. Drains, right? Or sucks away all of his money. Okay, let's say this one more time at more of a medium speed. Now, once again, you can say it with me, or pause the video and say it by yourself. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability, while also setting aside funds for emergencies and major life events such as buying a house, getting married, and starting a family. Now, I'm really willing to bet that this is the longest sentence you guys have ever spoken. If you have ever spoken a sentence longer than this one, I will be really surprised. Okay, let's say it one more time quickly. Are you ready? I'm going to say it at the speed that a native speaker would probably say it at. A man opens a bank account to save money for his future and plans to invest in the stock market to grow his wealth and achieve financial stability while also setting aside funds for emergencies and major life events such as buying a house, getting married, and starting a family. Wow! Okay, yeah guys, you did it. That was level 10. So, you guys, the other night, I was getting ready for bed. I was lying in my bed. My head was on my pillow. My eyes were closed, and I was getting ready to fall asleep. And suddenly, this idea came to me. The idea of super sentences and taking a small sentence and stretching it longer and longer in order to train that muscle, work out that muscle. Because so many of you guys have been asking me, Teacher Connor, how can I improve my speaking? Well, this is my best answer for you guys, super sentences. So, if you guys like this video, if you want more videos like this, I could turn this into a series for you guys, and we could have all sorts of different super sentences about all sorts of different topics. Okay, so for more videos on super sentences, make sure you click like. Click like on this video. I'm still a very small YouTube channel, so if you click like, that helps me a lot. It helps me grow my channel even better. Comment more like this. You know, guys, my videos are all deep work lessons, meaning they are meant to be used, meant to be studied in a certain way. Yeah, you guys should be spending at least an hour, up to 2 hours, with my videos, getting a deep work session, a deep work lesson in. That's the best way to use my videos and increase your English level, improve your English very quickly. So, if you are currently right now in the middle of a deep work study session, keep going. Okay? I'm going to put another one of my videos up here on the screen. Go click on it and I'll meet you there.